Hi, and welcome to OwnerRez. OwnerRez makes beautifully fast and flexible vacation rental software that covers guest and booking workflows, accounting and financial details, reporting, channel integration, website hosting, and much more. We integrate with over 100 of the top companies and products in the business and have consistently been awarded the highest partnership status with industry leaders such as Vrbo, Airbnb, and Booking.com, just to name a few. We are also rated as one of the best vacation rental software companies year after year by unbiased third-party companies like Capterra, Software Advice, and GetApp, which are based solely on unbiased user reviews. Whether you have one vacation rental property or hundreds, OwnerRez is designed to make your life easier, your work quicker, and your guests happier. This video provides a high-level walkthrough of how OwnerRez looks across all of its menus and features. For a deep dive into each area, please visit ownerrez.com/support, where we have hundreds of support articles and a large video support library. Let's get started. When you first log into your OwnerRez account, you will land here on the Bookings page. We have several views you can choose from, including this ribbon view, the month view, year, current, and list. You can set any of these as your default. Let's take a closer look at the ribbon view. This view offers a versatile way to seamlessly view both past and upcoming bookings. To view helpful property information, you can hover over each property, and to view individual booking information, just hover over each booking. You can also easily create a quote, booking, block off some dates, or create a public booking link by selecting the dates on the calendar, or by selecting the buttons above. Let's take a closer look at a booking. Here on the booking overview page, you can quickly get relevant information about your booking and make changes if needed. Here you can see the guest info, the source of this booking, financial information, messages, any tasks related to this booking, the guest contact information, which will be funneled into your CRM, any notes, and an activity log. And the tabs at the top, including charges, transactions, rules, insurance, messages, and more, all allow you to easily view and manage all the components of this individual booking. Next, let's look at the unified inbox. Inside of the mobile-friendly unified inbox, you can manage all of your guest communication across different platforms. The inbox includes all channel messages from Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, and if enabled, SMS messages as well. Up top, you can compose a new message, and to respond to a guest, just click into a message thread and write your response. Or if you have Resi AI enabled in your OwnerRez account, simply select Resi, and Resi will create a response for you. You can also set up Resi AI to automatically respond to all your messages like a personal assistant. Next on our sidebar is quotes. On this page, you will find all of your quotes inside of OwnerRez and can easily edit, filter, or export this data into a spreadsheet. Quotes lead guests through the checkout process and ensure you receive a signed rental agreement, payments, scheduled security deposits, and more depending on your settings. To create a quote for a guest, select Create Quote at the top, select your property, enter your arrival and departure dates, select the source of this booking, and then select the number of adults, children, and pets. OwnerRez will now automatically generate a quote for you based on your settings. It will include your rent, surcharges, discounts, and any taxes that apply. Once you are finished, select Create Quote. Here, you can enter in additional information such as a custom expiration date for this quote and the guest information. This quote is for a repeat guest, Sandy Smith. So we'll type her name here, and OwnerRez will automatically fill in her information from the CRM. Once you're finished, click Save. Now that the quote has been created, you can choose to send this quote to the guest, convert to a booking, or select the pencil icon to make changes. You can also make changes to this quote through the tabs at the top. Now let's take a look at the payment form the guest will receive once you send the quote. If you've uploaded your logo to the theming section inside of OwnerRez, it will show up here at the top. The guests will first be prompted to fill out their contact information, and then on the right, they'll see some helpful information about their stay, including the property information, arrival and departure date, check-in and check-out times, and a clean breakdown of the charges. Next, they'll be asked if they'd like to add travel insurance to their stay, and then they'll be presented with the rental agreement. Every OwnerRez account comes with a built-in rental agreement template that is completely customizable. Once the guest signs, it is time-stamped with their IP address and saved in the system. Finally, they'll be presented with the payment details. For this example, payment by check is the only payment method that we have set up. If you've connected with one of our 20-plus payment processing partners available inside of OwnerRez, this is where the guests would enter in their credit card information. Once they are finished, they will click Confirm and Finalize Now to complete the booking. This quote has now been converted into a booking. Now let's take a look at inquiries. Inquiries is where you can record and answer requests from potential guests. If we take a look at an inquiry, you can see where this inquiry originated from, and from the Answer tab, you can either create a quote or answer without a quote if you need some additional information. Next is Contacts. Contacts is one of the most powerful parts of OwnerRez. This shows a master list of all the customers that have either booked, made an inquiry, or received a quote from one of your properties. You can also manually add a contact by selecting the button here. We know this information is super helpful for marketing purposes, so we've made it really easy to export all of this data in multiple formats by clicking the Export button here. The next item on the menu bar is Deposits. The Deposits tab makes it easy for you to track deposits across all your connected channels, payment processors, and more. On this page, you can easily filter through your deposits or manually record a deposit by selecting the button here. Next is the Quality Center. The OwnerRez Quality Center is designed to give hosts a centralized view of their property quality metrics. Under Overview, you'll see a high-level summary giving you an at-a-glance snapshot of performance. Under the Reviews tab, you can see all of your guest reviews from all of your connected channels and import/export guest reviews. In the same tab under Host Reviews, you can configure Airbnb and Vrbo Smart Reviews, manage host review templates, and export host reviews. Next, in Listing Health, you will find information synced directly from Airbnb pertaining to reservation issues and review category analytics labels. Next, if you have Resi AI enabled in your OwnerRez account, the Quality Center includes an additional tab called Sentiment. This feature includes AI to analyze guest sentiment, providing deeper insights beyond standard reviewer scores. Finally, under Analyzer, you'll find the Listing Quality Analyzer, a tool that evaluates the strength and completeness of your listing content to help identify areas for improvement. Next up on the menu bar is Tasks. The OwnerRez task area helps you stay organized across all your properties by creating and tracking actionable items, special requests, issues, and needs. Whether it's housekeeping, maintenance, or property-related tasks, the tasks area gives you a central place to manage to-dos on your own or with your team. And with Resi AI enabled, Resi will analyze your guest messages for actionable items and automatically generate trackable tasks for you. Here you can see that our guest, Susan Flowers, requested an early check-in for today. Resi automatically created a task for this request and marked it as urgent since it's for today. Next is Reports. OwnerRez offers a wide variety of reports which are able to cover most situations where you'd want to extract data that has been collected. These reports will help you gain valuable insight into things like booking and payment history, property management expenses, commission reports, taxes, and more. And the vast majority of these reports can be exported to Excel and/or CSV files, allowing you to perform your own research with the data. Next, if you choose to use our premium property management feature, you can access that under the PM tab. The PM section is where you can calculate commission and generate monthly statements for your owners in a way that is clean, fast, and built directly into the current booking system you already use. The next tab on the menu bar is Properties. On this page, you'll see a full list of all your properties inside of OwnerRez. This is also where you can add additional properties by selecting Add Properties and choosing to import from Airbnb, import from Vrbo, or by starting from scratch. Let's take a look at an individual property. First, you'll be presented with some general property information which you can configure, and then you'll see some helpful links on your left sidebar. Let's take a look at some of the most commonly used links. We'll start with the calendars link. Here you'll have access to import and export your iCal calendars. Please note that you won't need this if you are API connected to your channels. You can also make changes to mutual blocking here. Next up, we have rules. Under rules is where you can configure things like your check-in and checkout time, your lead time, rental agreement settings, occupancy settings, stay restrictions, payments, security deposits, and pending and auto cancellation rules. Finally, the items under listing content, including accommodations, amenities, channel rules, description, guest instructions, health and safety, location, photos, and rooms, are what populate the fields your guests will see on your live property listing. You want to go through each of these carefully and ensure the accuracy and completeness of each section. Listing content entered in here will automatically sync with your API connected channels. Unlike some other property management software companies which simply connect your calendars, all of your data will live inside of OwnerRez. For example, let's take a look at descriptions. To make a change to your property description or title, simply select the pencil icon, make your change, and then select Save. This change will automatically sync with any of your API connected channels such as Airbnb and Vrbo. Similarly, under Amenities, if you needed to make a change, simply check or uncheck the box next to the amenity, and this will sync with your channels. You'll no longer have to log into each individual account to update your property information. Inside of OwnerRez, you will make all of your changes, and OwnerRez will handle the rest. For the last part of this video, we'll take a look at the Settings menu. The Settings menu is where most of the settings and configurations in the system take place. You can access and edit settings for pricing, where you'll specify what your guests will pay, channel management, where you'll connect with listing sites, rules for configuring application-wide rules, messaging for configuring the look and feel of your emails, and where you can set up triggers to send automatic messages, My Website, where you can set up one of our turnkey websites or add a widget to one of your existing sites, Branding and Legal for setting styles for guest forms, emails, and rental agreements, Financial for setting up guest payments, Workflow and Devices for generating door lock codes, and finally, Advanced Tools. One of the most important parts of OwnerRez are our channel integrations. We're happy to share that OwnerRez has direct channel integrations with all of the major channels in the industry, including Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking.com, and Google Vacation Rentals, just to name a few. Once you are API integrated, all of your availability, rates, rules, content, and photos will be automatically synced between OwnerRez and your connected channel. In addition to all these features that OwnerRez offers, we have built-in integrations with over 100 companies that provide some of the most useful tools in the industry across dynamic pricing, door locks, guest communication, AI, housekeeping services, insurance, automation, accounting, business intelligence, and much more. As the short-term rental industry rapidly evolves, we are constantly integrating new products and improving and updating our software. Our in-house development team allows us to do this quickly and efficiently. To get started with OwnerRez, you can sign up today by going to ownerrez.com/join. And for more detailed information on everything OwnerRez, please visit us at ownerrez.com/support. Thanks for choosing OwnerRez.